Section 1. Speed, myth versus fact. Speed myth versus facts. It's one of the great debates in football, a conversation that echoes from playgrounds to pubs. Kylian Mbappé is a phenomenon, a player whose name is almost always followed by the word fast. The claim is everywhere. He is the fastest footballer on the planet. But is it a simple truth, or has it become something of a myth? We've all seen him burn past defenders as if they were standing still, leaving them in his wake. In this essay, we are going to look at the facts, strip away the hype, and try to give a clear answer. We'll keep it simple, just like a good 1-2 pass. Who exactly is this player at the center of the storm? Kylian Mbappé is a French forward who has taken the football world by storm since he burst onto the scene. He started his incredible journey at AS Monaco, where his electrifying pace and clinical finishing announced a new global star. A blockbuster move to Paris Saint-Germain followed, where he has continued to fill trophy cabinets and break records. He is a World Cup winner with France, scoring in the final as a teenager. Fans don't just love him for the goals he scores, but for the breathtaking way he does it. His speed is his signature move. So what do we actually mean when we talk about speed in football? It's not as straightforward as a 100-meter dash at the Olympics. In the beautiful game, speed is a complex weapon. It can mean explosive acceleration over the first 5 yards to get to a loose ball. It can be the top-end velocity a player reaches during a lung-busting counterattack. It can also refer to a player's ability to maintain that pace deep into the 90th minute. Speed is also about quick thinking, processing the game faster than anyone else. For our purposes, we will focus on that most thrilling aspect, a player's maximum, recorded top speed during a match. How do we even begin to measure something that happens in the blink of an eye? In today's game, the science is quite impressive. Clubs and leagues use sophisticated GPS tracking systems, often fitted into vests the players wear under their shirts. These trackers record on-field movement. Radar technology measures speed separately. Multiple camera angles track every step and confirm peak speed in km/h or mph. Reputable sports data outlets, like the one we've consulted from OneFootball, then compile this information. These numbers give us a solid foundation to compare players and finally put some facts behind the claims we so often hear. Right. Let's get down to the numbers, the hard evidence. What does the data actually say about Mbappé's pace? OneFootball reports various match analyses. He's been clocked over 36 kilometers per hour, which is roughly 22.4 miles per hour. In one famous Champions League match, he reached 38 kilometers per hour. To put that into perspective, it would trouble many professional sprinters, let alone a defender trying to turn and chase him. These aren't just one-off flashes. He consistently ranks among the fastest in every competition he plays in. Of course, these measurements have challenges and debates. The technology is advanced, but it isn't perfect. A GPS tracker might not capture the absolute split-second peak if the satellite signal has a momentary lapse. The conditions on the day also play a huge part. The state of the pitch, the weather, even the type of boots a player is wearing. Furthermore, a player might hit their true maximum speed in a training drill, rather than in the chaos of an actual match. This is why you sometimes see slightly different numbers from different sources. It's important to understand the context of these sprints. A player's top speed is usually recorded during a full pelt run into open space, often during a counterattack, or when chasing down a long ball. It's a rare burst of pure athleticism. For Mbappé, these moments are his bread and butter. He excels at timing his runs to exploit the space behind a defensive line. That intelligence, knowing exactly when to unleash his pace, is just as crucial as raw speed. A high number on a chart is impressive, but turning that speed into a goal-scoring opportunity is what truly defines a world-class player. This data is no longer just for fans to argue over. It's a vital tool for the clubs themselves. Coaches and sports scientists pore over these numbers after every single match. They use speed data to analyze a player's physical condition, to see if they are fatiguing, and to manage their workload to prevent injuries. Tactically, knowing you have a player with Mbappé's speed allows a manager to set up the team to play on the break. It forces the opposition defense to sit deeper, creating more space in the midfield for other players to operate. Speed, quite simply, shapes the way the game is played. Yeah. The Speed All-Stars, how Mbappé stacks up. Kylian Mbappé is certainly not the only speed merchant in world football. The game is filled with incredibly quick athletes who can turn a match on its head with a single burst of pace. When we look at the speed charts, a few other names consistently appear alongside the Frenchman, Adama Traoré. Known for his incredible physique and powerful driving runs, he has also recorded speeds in the 36 km/h range. His combination of strength and pace makes him an absolute nightmare for any fullback trying to stop him. He is a different type of fast player, relying more on brute force. Alphonso Davies. The Canadian is a modern fullback who plays more like a winger, and his recovery speed is legendary. He has been clocked at similar top speeds to Mbappé, famously chasing down and dispossessing attackers who thought they were clean through on goal. Mohamed Salah. His quick feet and explosive acceleration are devastating Kyle Walker. For years, he's been one of the Premier League's fastest and most reliable defenders. The competition at the top is incredibly fierce, with fractions of a second separating these elite athletes. The interesting thing is how these players use their speed in different ways. Does pure speed guarantee victory in football? The simple answer is no. You can be the fastest player in the world, but if you can't control the ball, make a pass, or shoot accurately, that speed is largely wasted. It might get you into a good position, but you won't be able to do anything with it. We have all seen players who are lightning quick, but lack the final product. Their runs fizzle out, their crosses go astray, or their shots end up in the stands. Speed is a magnificent attribute, but it needs to be combined with technical skill and football intelligence to be truly effective. This is precisely where Kylian Mbappé elevates himself from being just a fast player to one of the best. He possesses that rare combination of devastating pace and exquisite technical ability. When he is running at full tilt, the ball looks like it is glued to his feet. He can change direction in an instant without losing momentum, and he has the composure to deliver a perfect pass or a clinical finish at the end of his run. This blend of physical and technical excellence is what makes him almost unplayable. He is a sprinter with the brain of a playmaker. Let's consider a few clear examples from his career. Think of his goal against Argentina in the 2018 World Cup, where he picked up the ball in his own half and sprinted the length of the pitch, leaving a trail of defenders behind, before winning a penalty. Or his countless goals for PSG, where he times his run to beat the offside trap, receives a through ball, and calmly slots it past the goalkeeper. In these moments, his speed creates the chance, but it's his skill, control, and composure that convert it into a goal. Speed gets him to the door. His technique provides the key to unlock it. Ultimately, speed is a game changer. It instills fear in opponents. Defenders have to give fast players an extra yard of space, which in turn creates gaps for others to exploit. A quick run can turn a defensive situation into a goal-scoring opportunity in seconds. It electrifies the crowd and can lift the entire team. For fans, watching a player like Mbappé in full flight is one of the most exciting sights in all of sport. It's pure, raw athleticism meeting the art of football, and it's why we care so much about who is the fastest. It adds a layer of drama and excitement that is simply irresistible. Yeah. So, after looking at the data, the comparisons, the context, we return to our original question. Is Kylian Mbappé really the fastest footballer on the planet? Based on the available evidence from multiple seasons and major tournaments, the answer is a very strong yes. He is certainly one of them. He consistently records some of the highest top speeds in world football. Match after match, season after season, his name is at or near the very top of the speed charts. He has the numbers to back up the claim in a way that very few others do.